Eighth graders, good morning. We are starting together on page 29. We will begin together at the very bottom at our grammar tip. Please listen attentively. Use the modal verb or helping verb should to suggest or recommend something. When you use should, not a verb in the base form. Here's our example. Parents should teach their children to look both ways before crossing the street. Here's our modal verb should, and we have a verb following it in the base form. Since this is just a recommendation, it is that parents will probably should teach their children to do it, but though it's a recommendation, it's not always going to happen. Let's move our blockers up to the top, please. We'll keep our eye out for that modal verb today, should. And we are going to alter our directions to match with our distance learning. So let's cross out discuss ideas with your partner. And we're going to add instead listen to ideas from colleagues. Please make that change to your directions. Great, scholars, let's echo those directions, please. Remember to keep those mics muted, but if you have the camera ability, I'd like it on, please. Here we go. Echo. Listen to ideas from colleagues. And agree on the best words to complete the frame. Thank you, authors. Let's create a word bank in our margin to prepare. We are going to listen to 3 ideas, and then we will vote on which one we think the best words are. Here's our frame. Before registering for summer camp, you should fully the program to see if activities like and are available. Scholars, the first thing I'd like to point out is this word registering. Registering is a precise term that means sign up. So we're signing up for summer camp. In the next blank, scholars, I notice our Toolkit Word partner fully. So our Toolkit Word, abbreviated TW, should go in this blank. Let's add it now, please. Investigate. In both blank, scholars, we are going to include a noun. Something that you would like to do at summer camp, an activity. Something maybe like archery and painting. Let's echo this example, please, and then you'll think of one of your own. Echo. Before registering for summer camp, you should fully investigate the program to see if activities like archery and painting are available. Thank you, scholars. Would you please think to yourself what other activities you might want to do at summer camp? This is what our investigation would find. Be prepared to share, please. And now we're going to listen to some ideas from colleagues. Now that we have 3 ideas, let's vote on the best one, please. That's what we're looking for, the best words to complete our frame. Please raise your hand as I go through the 3 examples. Vote on your favorite. It is day 3, so we have 2 parts. We're moving to the our turn next, please. Make sure your blockers are in the appropriate location. Let's begin by echoing those directions, please. I want to see those mouths move. Echo. Read the prompt. Work with the teacher to complete the frames. Write a thoughtful response that includes a convincing reason. Thank you, scholars. Here's our prompt today. Provide a thoughtful recommendation about classes that your school should investigate the possibility of offering next year. Why do you think students would enjoy them? Scholars, since you're an 8th grader, the school that you're looking at would be your high school. Scary thought. High schoolers next year already. So you're thinking about classes you would want to take in high school next year, or what your high school would investigate the possibility of offering. And then you're going to explain why do you think that other students would enjoy it. Let's review the frame. We'll echo, and then you'll complete one of your own. Our frame begins, from my perspective, our school should, the possibility of offering, classes to students next year. The reason I think students would enjoy such classes is that, Scholars, in that first blank, we are going to include our toolkit word, investigate. I know that because our toolkit word partner is here, the possibility of. In the blank, scholars, we are going to include a noun. The name of that class you think that the school should investigate the possibility of next year. For example, it might be fun to include the Japanese language. In our next blank, scholars, we are going to include a clause. A clause is part of a sentence that continues our thought, but it actually can stand alone, and it's a complete sentence by itself. For example, you are required to take a language in high school. So we would say, I think students would enjoy, or the reason I think students would enjoy such classes is that they are required to take a language in high school. Please echo this example after me. Echo. From my perspective, our school should investigate the possibility of offering the Japanese language classes to students next year. The reason I think students would enjoy such classes is that they are required to take a language in high school. Thank you, scholars. I noticed a mistake here. We want the plural form, so I actually don't need that adjective or determiner right before it. Thanks for working with me through that. Scholars, I'd like to give you a few minutes to write your own frame, and then we're going to share a few. Go ahead, fill in that frame now, and as always, please be prepared to share.